See, man, Karmelo Anthony is a part of the shift. Karmelo Anthony is a part of the shift. A well-needed shift. Why is it our moral obligation to show empathy and apathy for somebody having to bury their child that thought they were supreme? That's not our moral obligation. Karmelo did what a lot of people have thought to do, but never ever done it. But it's a generational shift. He a part of a generational shift. I talked about this. It's a shift happening. And that's a vibration that's well needed. Because supremacy led to fatality. The thought of it, the ideology of it. The thought of being outnumbered. The thought about of being outmanned. Of having favor. But Karmelo Anthony, he did the right thing. He did the right thing. That boy not the only, that boy is a signal of what his group feels towards our group, which is that, again, that we punks. That we HOESs. But he did the right thing. It's not our moral obligation to feel empathy. I don't. And should nobody else in our group feel that way. No black man, woman, and child feel no empathy for that. No apathy. Yo, he was a bully. And they say that it's not race, but listen. That was a part of the action that was took. That was a part of it. That was a part of it. You thinking that you can just get off and get over on a little black boy in a predominantly white residential community. Well, that's what I said. That's the shift that's needed, because there's consequences. There's consequences. But it's not our moral obligation to be empathetic. For what? Historically, for centuries, we've had to face hostility with no empathy or apathy. We've had to face torment, bullying, if you will. So why should Karmelo Anthony and people that support him, his Karmelo Anthony supporters, why should they feel the need to have a moral obligation to feel empathy and apathy? And I'm talking about all his supporters that look like him, that is of his group. That's not our responsibility. That's not our moral obligation. He did the right thing. I'll tell my son to do the same thing and stand 10 toes, 10 fingers behind him. He did what he was supposed to do. Because again, for centuries, for decades, that's what's been taught. The supremacy, the bullying, the torment, the torture. People just seem to be oblivious to that in these matters when it's a conflict like this. But there's consequences. And there will be a shift, and there needs to be a shift, and this is a generational shift, and the shift is going in the right direction of where these kids and where these young boys and girls need to be shifting their energy and their vibration. Because what Karmelo Anthony did was groundbreaking. Groundbreaking. Such a generational shift. That ancestral power. He had the ancestral determination, that ancestral will in his spirit and behind him when he was faced to do the action he did. But ain't no apathy or empathy. Ain't no apathy or empathy. The boy played for the Hogs. The boy last name is Metcalf. And he sure did act like an animal towards Karmelo Anthony. Like a wild animal. Over a tent. But it was deeper than a tent. It was about the fact that there is delusion. There is a false belief that Black Americans, men, women, and children, are recessive, are cowards, are punks. This is what other groups believe. But now that this has came to the forefront, and now there has been an actual consequence to the mentality that's embedded in the education system in this country amongst all other groups that are not Black American. Now the reality has shifted. The results have shifted. And it's the vibration that's needed. And there needs to be more consequential action. Way more consequential action. Such as what Karmelo Anthony was brave enough to do to cause that shift. To be the generational game changer. Because it's a lot of Black men that's with you. It's a lot of us that's with you than against you. And so, yeah, it is about the race, and it is not about it as well, because you can't control somebody's reaction to bullying, somebody's reaction to physical contact, somebody's reaction to assault. There is no rules to somebody's reaction to combat. Ain't no rules in that. So nobody can be dictating the results of how that should have went. It went the way it was supposed to go. He did what he was supposed to do. It's the shift. Karmelo, we with you. You did it, boy. You did it. We proud of the results. We proud. You did it. You did what most men never do, has thought about doing, and just could never do. Could never have that breakthrough and that shift. But you have caused a major shift, Karmelo. Major shift. Well needed.